What's up, Knight fans? Hope your summer's going well. Welcome to the summer edition of Holding Court with Coach Todd Dagenais. And along with the coach, my name is Jeff Sharon. Like we said, hope your summer's going well. I know that the summer has been going well for you, Coach, so far.
Yes, for sure. There's a lot of things going on, a lot of excitement building about the program, a lot of young players coming in to add some energy, so things are heading in the right direction for sure.
Well, I know that you guys have been busy since the last time we saw you on the program, and everyone thinks that, when you go into the spring, things really kind of wind down and nothing goes on. Not the case. A lot of stuff going on in the spring, and in particular, not just on the volleyball court, but on the sand. So we'll start by wrapping up the spring. Tell us about the sand volleyball tournament that you guys had at Siesta Key in April, and some of the things that went on there.
Well, we won that tournament back a year ago at Fiesta on Siesta, and this year we went in as defending champions, except this time they got rid of the SEC division, which took out all the SEC teams, and so they were in the main division, and we were able to go there and defend our title again. And really for something that we don't spend a lot of time preparing for, really we train for about a week and then we just go play. Yeah. But we've had an awful lot of success at that. And I really think that sets up the future should UCF decide to launch sand volleyball as a varsity sport. I think we're right in contention nationally from day one.
How much of a team-building activity is that whole process of getting ready for those 2-on-2 tournaments?
I think it's definitely a team-building activity. I think more than anything else, though, it's really just fun. For us, we go through the spring, we really work hard, we go at it hard in the weight room and the conditioning, and it's not easy. And all that, and we're trying to get the academics in order. And so that's our treat to the players for a spring hard done. They can go out and they can get a little bit of sand time and play a little bit of beach volleyball and go and defend a title.
Good segue, by the way, because the next thing I wanted to talk about was academics. And, you guys, we know that this program under your regime has really hit the books hard. And one of the notable awards, actually, for UCF academically, Kristen Fisher, who finished her term as a UCF volleyball player last season, is a nominee for the NCAA Woman of the Year Award, which is one heck of a great sounding award, certainly, and a heck of an honor for her to be nominated for that award. How proud are you to have one of your own from this program be nominated for such a prestigious award?
Well, obviously, what can be said about Kristen Fisher that we haven't already said? Just a fantastic tribute to a great woman on and off the court, great leader, very much a part of this building process that we've been through the last 3 years. And I can't think of a better way to have somebody be honored other than to get recognized amongst the greatest of her peers in the country. And that's all sports. That's just volleyball. So that's really an exciting honor for her. And of course, we wish her the very best in going for that award. But even if that doesn't happen, it's still a tremendous honor for her to be nominated.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And she's not the only person on the team who had a fantastic spring in the classroom as well, I'm sure.
No, as a team, I think we spent our semester, I want to say it was the 4th straight semester of a 3.5 or better as a team. Earned the Department Academic Achievement Award for highest team GPA, which was one of our goals from the first day we came here. So there's no doubt we're doing it in the classroom. And I've always said that was going to be the first championship that this program was going to be able to win was in the classroom. It was going to take a little bit longer to win something on the court. And we were able to do the classroom championship, and I'm really, really proud of that. And I think the kind of commitment that it takes to win a championship in the classroom is the same kind of commitment it takes to win it on the floor. And we're setting ourselves up to be able to do something like that.
So we segue into the summertime, and the team has a chance to, go home, but not really relax too much. We were talking about this a little bit earlier. Tell me about some of the activities that you guys have the players go through when they go back home for the summer. What do you do to keep them ready for the upcoming season?
I think the first and most important thing that we do is we give them some rest. And they finish up their exams and they go home probably for about 4 to 6 weeks, and we really want them to rest. Take a good 3 weeks. Don't do a whole lot of anything. Maybe just a little bit of cardio, very minimal on the weights.
Like walk the dog or something.
Exactly. And then when they come back on June 28th, that's when we really kick it into high gear, and we turn them over to Coach Prosser and the strength and conditioning staff. And that becomes our 6 weeks of real heavy lifting, heavy conditioning that shuts us down about August 1st. and then we take a week off to get our legs back, and then we start training.
You know, we talked about spending this time now building foundations, and one of the foundations that you also build is with summer camps that you and the coaching staff have here. You guys have been very busy spreading the word about volleyball throughout the Central Florida community. Tell me about some of the activities that you and your assistant coaches have participated in this summer.
Sure. Well, one of our biggest missions since we came here was to try to do our part to help make volleyball bigger and better in the area of Orlando, and that includes a bunch of coaching clinics that we've done all around. We went over to the Cape Coast and did a nice coaching clinic over there for some coaches, and we'll continue to do that. We'll go anywhere in the state and do a coaching clinic if people want us to. Player clinics we've done, like you said, we started our summer camps, and we've been very fortunate this year. Eric Peterson did a heck of a job of getting the word out of our summer camps, and they've all been full up to this point. As we're filming this right now, we're in our final camp of the year, and it, again, is full. And so it's been really nice because now they get to come in and get the UCF experience on and off the court and eat in the same dining commons that we eat in, and see the campus the way our athletes see it. And so it's really a nice chance for us to kind of share the UCF experience with not only the community, but people that come in from all over the country. In this camp that we have today, we have people from as far away as Italy and Chile.
Wow.
In this camp. So it's been really exciting to have that kind of flavor added to these camps.
What is it like seeing the sport, especially in this area, continue to grow? Like, what sort of signs have you seen that the sport of volleyball, thanks to the efforts of some of the programs that you talked about, have helped to grow the sport?
Well, I think the biggest thing is the Florida region of USA Volleyball just registered their 10,000th member, and
wow.
That's one of the largest volleyball regions in the country. And so I think that's a sign that the grassroots level of volleyball continues to grow. And Florida has no shortage of athletes. We know that. I mean, this is one of the greatest producing states of football talent, baseball talent, and so the athletes are there, and the athletes are there on the women's side too. And the coaching continues to get better. The club system has always been good with the Tampa Juniors and the OVAs and the top selects and the inlands and all the groups here in this area. And as that training gets better, the kids get better. And as the kids get better, the area is going to get better. And really, I think Florida is on the verge of really stepping up and becoming one of the top talented states in volleyball. And it's going to happen in the next 5, 6, 7 years.
We've seen how that has progressed here, especially with your team as well. Now we're going to start to see things ramp up towards the beginning of the 2011 volleyball season. Tell me about some important upcoming dates that you have and some activities that you guys have in the works as we ramp up towards the beginning of the season.
Sure. Players are going to report back sometime in the first week of August. It's really up to them what day they come back. We have what we call our administrative day on August 9th, and that's just going to kind of be organization, physicals, some presentations from faculty people, just kind of getting us off and running. We'll start practice two-a-days on August 10th, and we'll go all the way through. Now, it looks like right now we're going to have our black and gold scrimmage, which we normally have the Saturday before we compete. It looks like we're going to move that back to Wednesday, the 17th of August this year. So black and gold will be Wednesday, the 17th. We're about to determine the time. That's going to be our fan fest where we welcome people in, and we'll have a dinner where they can have a chance to eat with the players, and it'll be a nice chance to give back to the fans, maybe sell some season tickets, interest more people into becoming part of the volleyball family through booster opportunities. And then what we'll do, instead of the black and gold on Saturday the 20th, we're going to have a UCF versus Ucf Alumni Game. I think now we have enough alumni in the area that still want to play, that we can put together a pretty good team on the other side of the net. So we're going to play our players against some of our recent graduates, and we'll kind of see who comes back from around the area, around the country to play in that, and it should be a great event for us.
Those alumni games are always fun. Like in every sport that we've seen, whenever we've had that, we've seen some of these alumni games before in other sports like baseball and softball and soccer, but to see volleyball especially come back, that looks like it's going to be a lot of fun.
So I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and it's always nice to have our alum come back. It's part of the family, and we're really still continuing to try to build that family base of the program.
You excited for the start of the 2011 season?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been more excited about, I still think, every year I seem like we go in and we're guardedly optimistic, and the reason is because we're still young in so many critical positions, but the experience is getting better, and we're more and more athletic, and the team's working so hard. And I mean, I just saw them the other day, and they look great. You know, they're really taking this summer thing serious. And, you know, that's all you can do is through the academics and through the hard work and through the weightlifting, put yourself in position to have a chance. And, you know, I think each year our chances of breaking through get higher and higher and higher. Do I think it's going to happen this year? I think it could. You know, we could really see a big bump this year. But it could also be a year where we're just building more experience. So we'll really see as we get into that first week of the season and start to get through our preseason tournaments. We'll have a better idea where we're going to sit in conference at that point.
Real quick, and it's sort of a Cliff Notes version, if I was to stop by a practice sometime just randomly this week, who would I see has really stepped it up this summer?
Well, you couldn't come to practice this week because there isn't any right now, because obviously we're in the summer time frame and we don't even get to watch them practice. But they're down there. I know I hear them down there. I know I heard a bunch of hooting and hollering the other night, and I just saw our players playing against some of the basketball players on the floor. I think they're trying to give the basketball players an education about volleyball. But, you know, obviously Jelly Crump now has a good 2.5 years under her belt. And I think she's just ready to pop. And, you know, Kayla Keller's coming off, even though she graduated early, she's really had a great spring. Rachel Vuxen looks great. She really did a lot of conditioning, strength training. I think she's ready to go. Marie Ritarova looks good. Evia's hitting the ball harder than ever. And I think this core of middles that we have, you got to have the middles. If you have the middles, you can be successful. And having Tori McCutcheon and Nicole Rydell, you know, adding Delana Sarden to that, boy, I just really think you combine that with Kaylee's Green, who's coming off the injury, and we have a solid core of 4 middle blockers who can all do something special. And when you have that kind of depth in the middle position, that gives you a chance. So
it's going to be a lot of fun as we head towards the 2011 season. Remember, make sure you stick around and check out UCFathletics.com for all your latest UCF volleyball news. You can check out the roster, you can check out the schedule. Also, you can purchase season tickets as well. Also, don't forget to follow UCF Volleyball on Twitter. It's UCF_volleyball. And also check out UCF Volleyball on Facebook as we barrel headlong towards the 2011 season. Coach, great to start it up with you. Looking forward to the next one where we're going to preview line by line how the team looks heading into 2011.
Sounds good. We'll look forward to it. Thanks again.
All right, and thank you for joining us as well here on Holding Court with the coach, Todd Dagenais. I'm Jeff Sharon. We'll catch you again later on this summer with a full preview of UCF Volleyball in 2011.